detour?
It's easy to get lost when you leap across time, Kupo.
We can go back to the gate anytime. Let's take a breather.
Oh, thanks.
Say, Sarah. You remember when you told me that you saw lightning in me, in your dreams?
Kupo?
Yeah.
Are you still having them?
No. The last time I saw lightning was the night before we met. Although, I've had lots of dreams about what happened the next day.
Okay.
Why do you ask?
I was just curious.
All right. My turn. I want to know about Yule.
I don't know anything about either of the Yules you met.
What do you mean? She could be a time traveler, right? Just like you and me and Snow.
I don't think so. She's like a reincarnation. A new Yule born over and over. In each generation of the Farseers, a girl with the same face, the same powers born. That girl is always called Yule.
So you're saying every age we travel to, there's a different Yule waiting? A Yule from Erba and a Yule from Yasha's Massif.
But they're all different. And neither are the Yule I knew. Although it took me a long time to actually start believing it.
Kupo.
Noel, I've been thinking. If we keep traveling through time and resolving paradoxes and changing history, doesn't that mean the future you come from will change along with everything else?
Perhaps it'll become a future where I never existed.
Is that possible?
Sure it is. But it's okay if it does. There's too much sadness in my world. Your future. It'd be better if it never happened at all.
Kupo.
Well, come on. Let's go. We've got a date with lightning, remember?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kupo?
Something looks different from the last time we were here. Mog, is this even the same place?
This is the void beyond, Kupo. It's just one of the many shadows of Valhalla to be found, Kupo.
So it looks similar, but it's really a separate world. That's why there are all these little differences.
Makes sense. Let's go see what changed.
This throne. I remember it from my dream. This is where lightning was praying to the goddess.
In 400 AF, the Academy is the de facto government. Their crowning achievement is academia, a magnificent city which surpasses any that existed on Cocoon under the Fal'Cie hegemony. The man that laid the foundations for the project was Hope Estheim, the leader of the Academy in its formative years. Science has progressed to the stage where mankind is able to build its own artificial Fal'Cie. Powered by this proto-Fal'Cie, human society flourishes like never before.
power to influence the future, the power to alter destiny. Such an ability may, if one was not careful, change a person's fate for the worse. Such power was never meant for mortal man. There are none who possess the wisdom to wield it. Sarah, you must seek out your own answers as you waver at the edge of despair.
Wow. How do you build something like this?
A little bit at a time, I guess. It probably took a lot of people working together over decades, maybe even centuries, to make this city what it is now.
They had a vision for the future, and it grew from there, huh? You know what, Sarah? I used to think the only way to make a better future was to change something right away, in the here and now. But creating something for people to build on? That's not a bad idea. Right? Even if it can't be completed in one lifetime, it's still worth starting. If you believe that someone in the next generation will take up the same ideal, then the dream lives on.
That sounds like Hope's way.
I wish she could have seen it.
Yule, you mean? She's very special to you, isn't she?
She was, but I couldn't protect her. Oh! Huh? Who did this?
Not a human. Only Fal'Cie have this power.
We gotta stop it.
Threat level Sigma. All sections of academia on high alert.
What threat? I hope they're not talking about us.
The bots must see us as intruders.
That can't be good. We should look for a way to slip through.
This terminal's on. Shall we do some snooping?
Snoop away. We can't fight back if we don't know what we're facing. Who's closing things off?
I don't think it is a who. This is all the work of machines.
I'm working on restoring the network. The database is being flooded with corrupt information.
Corrupt information? Is that a side effect of the paradox?
That's the current theory. At this rate, it won't be long before the entire network is infected.
Is there anything we can do to help?
There is. The paradox seems to be spreading from our topographical databanks. If we can replace this section with the correct data, maybe we can stop the corruption.
And we can help you do this?
Yes, you can. What we need is data from places that someone has physically visited. We need area maps that are 100% confirmed. hope we can restore all our topographical data.
You have to stay away from the security bots! They're out of control and attacking humans left and right!
Not this way.
More this! No, I think we're trapped.
I think you're right. All right, we give up. We won't fight anymore, so why don't you show yourself? Caius!
Pretend to capitulate and buy yourself time. It's not a bad strategy.
You've got no reason to fight me, Caius.
Wrong. You are the enemy. You are contradictions in the timeline. I have every reason to eliminate you. 200 years ago, you learned the forbidden history, and were entombed in that tower as a consequence. But now you stand before me alive and well once again. What can that be if not a paradox?
Towers and forbidden histories? What's he talking about? Could it be something from the future?
Could be. Maybe at some point we traveled 200 years before this time and encounter Caius there. But I don't plan on letting him kill us.
There is no mistake. You are one and the same. A distortion, a contradiction.
Caius, this is unlike you. If we're in your way, why not just stop us yourself?
A fitting sacrifice was required for you to comprehend your transgressions. To that end, I enlisted some assistance.
Sarah!
Right.
Killing him? But why? Why would you do that?
The Kunstfalsi were like that too. They didn't think twice about sacrificing human life.
What's that?
Your very existence poisons the timeline and invites disaster.
He really is convinced we're the cause of this paradox, huh?
Vermin, if this tragedy is to come to an end, no trace of you can remain in this reality.
Caius, we gotta catch him and make him talk. through history. Which part was that?
He thinks we're his enemies because of something that happened in the past. So we travel back in time and find out why.
You mean go back 200 years and look for this tower? Okay, let's find a gate and figure it out.
Hey, do you think there could be a gate on the far side?
And Kaya smash the bridge to block our path? If he thinks that's gonna stop us, he can think again. Could the gate be over there? Guess we fight. Another pack. You, no! Get away from her!
This should do it! Take this! Now! You get it! Information! This should do it!
You okay? No!
No!
You will...
No! Look out!
I've got it!
death. If I were to live, it would bring contradiction to the timeline.
But why?
It's because of us. Just like Kaya said, we're causing a paradox to occur. Because of that, Yul has to... She has to...
Caius is not here.
You mean he's not here in the city?
Yul, hold on, please!
No, I am not the Yul you once knew. But thank you.
For the love of Etro, don't thank me. An artifact from Yul.
She's showing us the way.
Yeah.
The gate is up there, Kupo.
Yul saw everything, you realize that? She knew exactly what would happen today. There was never a time she didn't.
But even so, she didn't try to avoid her fate.
It's the law of the Farseers. Seers must not change history to save themselves. Because if they do, they can doom thousands of others to a worse fate instead. How about it? Ready for the truth?
The law of the Farseers. It's a terrible thing to live by. Because to obey it means someone has to sacrifice themselves. Lightning, tell me, is there no way for us to save everybody? Noel and I are traveling through these gates because we believe we can change our fate. But even as we do, I can't forget what Yul said. She said Caius isn't in this city. But if that's true, who was it that we met here?